Good afternoon, everybody. So it's February the 11th, and we've got one more week before we get our buddy, Ozzy. And so I went onto YouTube, and I saw that somebody has invented what is called a snuffle mat. And so you can buy them for around $40. So what I did is I went out and I bought the mat itself from Canadian Tires, which was around 12 or 13 bucks. So you can see it's a decent size. It's got all holes in it. And then I went to the Fabricland and I bought the fleece, which is this color here that you're looking at. And then I also got this one. So this is going to be one very decorative, fancy fluffle mat. And so what it's basically for is for feeding your puppy or your full-grown dog with kibble. And what he likes to do is you get all this and you cut it into strips. You can make them either an inch or an inch and a half wide by typically around 7 inches long. And what I did was I cut myself out of cardboard, just a template I should say. And then I use it and I cut it with a razor blade, and then we'll cut it 7 inches long, and you put it and you tie it into the mat. And you tie it on every hole, probably 3 or 4 times, going down lengthwise and then on the width. And then eventually, when it's all done, this mat will be full of these fleece strips. And then what you do with your puppy when you first get him is you take some kibble and you put it on the top and you let him find it. And then when he gets good at it, you can take the kibble and put it down in the fleece. And that just kills time. He's amused by it. It's a method of him to entertain himself, and he gets really good at eating the kibble out of the fleece. So that's just another game, another toy for the dog to amuse himself. And then you know what? It gives you some free time. So anyway, you take care. Enjoy your day. Well, good evening again, and so you saw me this afternoon, and what I did was I had some fleece, and I had actually a meter of this type of product, the fleece, this type of pattern, and then I had a meter of this really wild rainbow looking. So this is going to be a really wild looking fleece mat. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just weaving it in between, and I'm staggering the colors. So one is purple and one is the rainbow one, and all I'm doing is I'm taking one piece and I'm putting it through the hole, and I'm tying it from the back end. So this is the top of it, as you can see. So it's just starting. So I probably got another 2 to 3 hours of doing this, and I probably spent around 2.5 hours today bending over backwards doing all the cutting, which are 7 inches long. So these guys are 7 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. It doesn't have to be. It could be 6 inches long by 1 inch. Depends on what you prefer. And the mat doesn't have to be this big either. This is probably around 15 by 20. It can be even half that size. And so what I'm just going to do is I'm going to work horizontally down here, and I'm going to stagger the colors to have a nice uniform type of pattern. And then when it's done horizontally, I'm going to do it vertically. And then you're going to have on the ends, you're going to have 3. On the outside holes, you'll probably have 3 of these pieces of fabric. And in the middle, you'll have 4 pieces, and it'll fill it all in. And so probably, like I say, maybe 2-3 hours later, it could be longer. And if I do run out of this stuff, I'll have to go back to Fabricland and buy some more tomorrow. And at the end of it all, I'll show you what it looks like. And it should be pretty wild. But anyway, it's great for the dog. And there's lots of tutorials on YouTube. So if you know what, check it out and get going, and you can make one for your dog. I think he'll really love it. Take care. Have a good evening.